So, hello guys, welcome to another session of THiNC Institute of Design. Yeah, we'll be dealing with some mostly with drawing. So, I'll just give a brief introduction of who I am. So, myself, Swathy, and yeah, so I have done my master's in animation film design from National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad, and animation film design. So I used to work on film projects and all. Now currently I'm a faculty at THiNC Institute of Design. I used to teach drawing over there. Yeah, I'm not rushing in. I need to I'll be doing drawing over here. So yeah, let's get into that. So I hope you guys can see my screen over here. And yeah, today we will be dealing with this sort of a question, like to draw a space of a house for any of the following. It's for 4 year to 10 years. That's the age span which we have been given over here, and we need to design something on what to say. Yeah, a room for them. So mostly when it comes to exam POV, we used to work in such a pattern, we used to make small thumbnails of it first. And we need to understand what all things are gonna come in while we are designing a room for kids. So they will be having study tables. They will be having what to say, study tables. They will be having bed over there, and there should be a window pane, everything like that. So yeah, let's plan it out first. Then we will go into what all things are the details of it. So I'm just drawing a plan of it. So I have already done the perspective grid over here. It's based on a 3-point perspective. I'm gonna do it in a 3-point perspective, to give an idea of how the room is gonna stand. And yeah, so this is the plan of it. And I'm trying to place the bed over here. And we can have a shelf over here. And I think the windows can go over here. All right. And what all things can we add? Maybe a study table over here. And maybe a small space for computer. Those things are fine, I think so. This much is enough for the room. They are 4 to 10 years, so mostly they will be bit messy. But yeah, so this is how we are gonna plot it out. And yeah, let's get into this. So this is the plan. So what I'm gonna do is I'll be mostly extruding it out. So you can see right over here, it's mostly perspective lines have been drawn. So I'll give you a small intro of what perspective is. If you see, just a minute. So there are mostly three kinds of perspective. One is 1 point, which will converge to a single point, and the other is 2 points, where you can see, if you see over here, there are three lines moving, and one is in red, and the other is in blue, and the other is in green. So this is mostly based on the corners. You see a cube over here. This will be the guide point for the perspective of it. So I'm gonna plan it in such a way that the room is gonna stand like this. The rest of the parts I'm gonna cancel it out. Basically, I'm gonna make a room in such a way so that you can have an idea how the room is gonna place. Those can come over here, those things can come over here, but we have been asked a question how the interior is gonna look. Yeah. So while attempting such kinds of question, you have to always be familiar with what is the perspective of it and how well you know about the perspective. And yeah, let's get started over here. So we are having the plan and we need to know what all things are gonna go fall into place. Let's get started. I'm not wasting any time over here. Yeah. So this will be my guide. to work with. So when it comes to drawing also, it's like mostly I prefer drawing on paper. Like, yeah. When it comes to exam also, it's like you have to have like proper grip on like how are we gonna do things. Getting it? So everything should be like on point. There shouldn't be any like confusion about it. All right. So this is how we are gonna plot the base of it. So this is the base which I have been drawing over here. Getting it? This is how it's gonna be placed. This is what I've drawn first. And then, as I said earlier, we will be having like most of the things falling into place. This is how the room is gonna fall. Let's go through the guides first. Yeah, there is a problem with the shift key, but yeah, it's okay. So this is the room which we need to draw. So this is the basic plan of it. If you see, like normally the tiles are falling into place. So let's finish that off first, so that we can have an idea how it's gonna look. So I'll name this as like mostly when it comes to like digital drawing, we need to name the layers. But yeah, if you want, you can name it, or else let it be like that. I'll give a mark to it. Mark it like green. So yeah, let's finish off the tiles first, so that it will be much more easier. This is actually converging into like if you're having like 2 points, the lines will be falling like this. So having like 3 points, lines will be falling like this. So the first initial two lines, like this and this, the red and the blue one, will act as the tile part of it. Getting it? If you have any doubts, you can please text me. Like, yeah. So we are having the room plotted it out like very well. And I think for more understanding, we can add some shade to it, so that we can know where we are like planning it out. So this is our room basically. This is where everything is gonna fall. What I've drawn here first, like the styles part, it's like mostly like how to say. This is the base of it, like the basic plan of the room, which I've drawn over here. Getting it? Yeah. So I will give a different color to the tile so that it will be like more specific of what we are gonna draw. Saying this. So this is our like main area which we are gonna work in. So here a window is gonna come in. So yeah, let's see about it. I will turn this off for a while so that I can plot the window first. So I think the height must be a bit more reduced, or else it won't look that great. Hmm. Now it's looking like fine. So if you need something, like if you need to plot something out, then you have to like, what to say, need to have an idea how this is how we mark the center. Even if in like construction lines are there also, like there should be like the point where we can mark the center of it. So this is where the line is going to be falling. Getting it? So there are things like that. Yeah. Yeah, this will make a good window. If you need, like, you can add rails to it, but we'll think that about in the end. I'm turning this off. And I think we need to erase this off. Okay, now we are having a window and rest of things falling into place. So while working on paper also, we need to have an idea, like we need to have a basic structure of it. While working on paper, you need to keep these things in mind, like how are we gonna plot it out well, getting it? It's not like you have to rush into it, but you need to have a proper understanding of it. I'm just doing this because I'm working digitally, but yeah, both are like kind of same. Fundamentals are same for like both of the things. Like this is how we are gonna work, and yeah. Yeah. So I think we are having the base of it. We can come to this later, and we will be plotting like the rest of the things. As I said earlier, there is a bed coming here, there is a table coming here, and there is a computer table in this end. So this is where we are going to plan the things out. Yeah, so let's get into it. Let's reduce the opacity a bit. So first of all, when we are drawing on paper also, you need to be like very light with it. Don't go like too dark, and always have an understanding what we are going to do. So I think we can place the bed over here. Sure, almost there. Hmm. So this is the basic of bed. We can just, this is how the perspective of bed is going to fall. So we just need the outline of it, not the like the whole thing. So yeah, maybe we can turn this off. Yeah, it's looking like a bed, right? Let's give it a different color. I'm going in like proper grayscale and don't want to mess things up. We just name it or else it will cause like more confusion to it. Yeah, we will give it a different color. It won't look that great, but yeah, let's see what we can do. We will give a different color for the base so that it will stand out a bit. It won't look all the same. While adding bed also, bed will be having like another elements to it. So we need to have like, so it will depend again, like it will depend again, like what sort of time we are having with it. If you don't have like much time with it, then you can like go with like, what to say, like pretty easy with it. Like I'm gonna add like the pillow over here. We're adding a small pillow, so it will look like a proper bed. Light and shade, I think we can do it in the end. We will give a different color to it, much more lighter. Yeah, now it is looking still better. To differentiate it, I think we can do move a bit more forward. Yeah. So yeah, this is the basic of it. So yeah, room is like almost like building it up. We are building it in such a way that we are building it like level by level, not like rushing into it. So depends on the time of it also, like what sort of time are we having to it. I think pillow and bed are like almost sorted now. This is the line part of it. You can reduce the color and let's see the plan. What is next? We are having like what, a cupboard which is coming over here. Let's see. We can reduce this thing so that we can have an understanding what are we gonna draw next. Cupboard can have an average height like mostly like that of the window. It will be, yeah, mostly like half of the window because children are like not that tall and all. So yeah, this much would be enough for them. Going through the guide, if you can see that, yeah, that's what is happening. Almost there. We'll turn off the bed for a while so that we will have. This is how the cupboard is gonna fall. This can be the laundry cupboard. Like we can have a shelf also. Like let's see what time we are having, then we can look into it. Hmm. You can add a different color to it. This is the cupboard. Let's give a different color. Mostly like gray. Let's see what we have applied for the bed. Let's increase this. Hmm. Looking good. Yeah, and I think we need to add a bit more details to it. Cupboard. So there is something called like persistence of vision or like Gestalt's law. You don't have to draw everything like completely perfect. You can have like a glimpse of it, like how is it gonna fall. So yeah, you don't have to draw in detail to make people understand like this is what it is gonna look like. See, still it is working. Hmm. It's kind of like looking good so far. See, this is almost coming to life. Yeah. What all things we have now? Like we need a computer table and a study table. Yeah, let's go for the study table next. Yeah. Again, this is off again. So study table needs some room to it. So basically, it's like constructing this, guys. Like not like something like big math to it. So all you have to do is like basic construction. See, I've made a plot to it. Then I'm just extruding that out. Extruding means it's like an engineering term. I've been an engineer for some time. Yeah, but it was fun. So perspective and all, you need to be like pretty much thorough with it. And yeah, you have to have like proper knowledge of it before like working on it. Right. Let's turn this up for a while so that we won't be adding much of confusion to it. So this is the box which we are having to construct what? The table part. So we know what we are gonna do. All right, we don't need the whole thing. We just need the outline of it. So this is the box we are. So it's basically like construction, guys. Like you need to be like pretty smart with it, and always try not to use an eraser like most often. Let the construction be there, but be planned while we are drawing on paper. Also, it should be like shouldn't be like too dark while we are constructing it. Can go in a lighter shade, and as we progress, we can add like levels to it. Yeah, this is the leg of it. Yeah, both of them are going inside. So I think this would be enough. Again, a different color. Maybe this color would be fine. Yeah, guys, again, so you can like follow like the YouTube channel and yeah, we also have an Instagram page to it. So mostly we'll be like posting like interesting stuff over there. So please share. Hmm. It's coming out good for so far. I think we need to turn this off. Yeah, better. If you're adding a table, then we need a chair also to it, right? Maybe like what? Hmm. So far it is coming like good. I think there's no much time for like adding the computer table. Let's work on the chair for some time and then we can add the values to it. So it's all about planning, guys. When it comes to like exam, like you need to plan like how things are gonna fall into place and those things you have to work on. You can reduce the opacity of the table for some time. Uh, those two guys can go out. Maybe I will go for yeah. So you can see I am going through the blue guides to help me out. Like what am I actually drawing? Keep it a bit there. There is a rule like never go like tangential. Just keep it in such a way that it's not like off. Anyway, this is gonna go backwards. If you need to draw, like this is how it's gonna be following. Getting it right. Again, I will choose the same mispronounced color. That's fine. Let's increase the table also. So actually, I'm just placing the values of it so we can have an understanding of it. Like if you see almost again in chair, I have marked one thing bit off because I was trying to add what this thing leg part to it. Now it is kind of looking okay. So these are the basic needs of a room. Like we are having a study table, we can add some books to it, maybe one or two. We don't have much time. In the next 5 minutes, I think I need to like finish this off. Maybe the book can be of a different color. This would be good. To make it believable, I'll add some more white too, so that it will feel like a book. Yeah, now it is looking more like a book. I think our room is ready. Now we can add values to it. Choose a different brush. Like, won't take much of it. Yeah, so it's good. Some shadow to represent the floor also. Some for the bed. I placed lighting in such a way that it is coming from here. So yeah, wait a minute, just a minute. Some shadows. Some drop shadows of like what? Oh, it's actually okay. And some for the cupboard also. And we are having like centers in like Trivandrum, Calicut, Malappuram, Thrissur, and Ernakulam. Yeah, we have like batches like regular weekend batches. Yeah, when it comes to like design learning, it's like pretty much fun to do. It's also like pretty good thing. Maybe in the corners we can add bit more things, showing the light. I think we can turn off the perspective over here and maybe add some sort of background to it so that it will look good. Yeah, having the plan over here. What is this? Okay, fine. Saying this, right? So this was the plan, and this is how it has turned out. And when it comes to like exam POV, you have to be like pretty smart with it, and you have to plan things out. Like always keep this thing in mind. Like you don't have to rush into like things. Just keep these things in mind. Okay, if I do this is much is gonna get covered. Calculate the time of it. Like you may be like super skilled, but you need to know like how much time are you having with you. So it's all about the planning of it, and it's all about the knowledge, you know. So that's how we work with it. I think I've done. an okay job over here, but yeah. So yeah, so please subscribe, and like there is an Instagram page. We'll be posting like interesting stuff. If you are like very much interested in like seeing like good drawings and all, you can just look onto that. We'll be posting like cool stuff over there. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, so that was it, and pretty much it was good talking to you guys and having a quick session of drawing. Yeah, it was pretty much fun to do. Thank you all. Good night.